Black gospel and rhythm and blues singer and longtime civil rights activist Mavis Staples was asked recently how she felt when she first heard Bob Dylan's civil rights anthem, Blowin' in the Wind. What she said was this: "We just wondered how, with him being a little white boy, how could he feel all those things we felt, All this pain and the hurt, How could he write these songs? He saw things and he wrote about them." One of the things he saw and wrote about was the assassination of Medgar Evers on June 12, 1963. The song he wrote was called "Only a Pawn in Their Game." He performed it for the first time in a civil rights voters registration drive movement in Greenwood, Mississippi, less than 3 weeks after the assassination of Medgar Evers. And then again on August 28, 1963, he sang this song on the same podium during the March on Washington from which Martin Luther King delivered his famous speech on that occasion. A bullet from the back of a bush took Medgar Evers' blood. A finger fired the trigger to his name. A handle hid out in the dark. A hand set the spark. 2 eyes took the aim behind a man's brain. But he can't be blamed. He's only a pawn in their game. A South politician preaches to the poor white man. "You got more than the blacks, don't complain. You're better than them. You've been born with white skin," they explain. And the Negro's name is used, it is plain, for the politician's gain, as he rises to fame. And the poor white remains on the caboose of the train, and it ain't him to blame. He's only a pawn in their game. The deputy sheriffs, the soldiers, the governors get paid, and the marshals and cops get the same. But the poor white man's used in the hands of them all like a tool. He's taught in his school from the start by the rule that the laws are with him to protect his white skin, to keep up his hate so he never thinks straight about the shape that he's in. But it ain't him to blame. He's only a pawn in their game. From the poverty shacks he looks from the cracks to the tracks, and the hoofbeats pound in his brain. And he's taught how to walk in a pack, shoot in the back, with his fist in a clinch, to hang and to lynch, to hide neath the hood, to kill with no pain, like a dog on a chain. He ain't got no name, but it ain't him to blame. He's only a pawn in their game. Today Medgar Evers was buried from the bullet he caught. They lowered him down as a king. But when the shadowy sun sets on the one that fired the gun, he'll see by his grave, on the stone that remains, carved next to his name, his epitaph plain, "Only a pawn in their game."